Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. So now we are inside of the Great Deku Tree, and we are now clearing out the first temple of the game to kill out some of these Deku Babas, and we get some Deku Nuts. So I'll go ahead and actually equip those now. There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and collect some of these while we're here. And another Deku stick. Nice. Alrighty, so now we can actually head up here and begin heading off the way around. Whoops. Alrighty. So there, look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. Maybe. First, we're gonna go ahead. I can't actually get rid of those enemies right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and open up this chest, which has the dungeon map inside. Yay! We're just gonna ignore that wall because we can't actually do anything with it right now. You can open up a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Ow, 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 forgive me, master. If I give you a tip, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it'll work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. Well, try it if you're feeling bold. Wahaha. So then the door will unlock, and now we can continue forward in the dungeon. So we go forward, and then there's this strange platform that's just floating in the air, and then as soon as you step on it, it will momentarily fall down. And then we can open up the chest to get our dungeon item, which is the fairy slingshot. Ba-na-na-na. So there we go. We have our fairy slingshot. So now we're going to go ahead and go to our item subscreen and then equip it to Y, I guess. Not that one. There we go. Go ahead and drop down. And then we can continue going forward. Sorry if I keep targeting, guys. I'm forgetting that space isn't A, it's L. Yep, I'm gonna keep doing that, guys. I apologize. I'm still getting used to doing all of this. So we're gonna take out these wall scatulas, or wall tulas, as they're called. And then we get some Deku seeds, which is nice, because we do need some of those. And then there is a green rupee. And now we need to climb the vine wall. So now we're going to go this way. We're going to actually go ahead and go to the right here first, because there's actually a room that we need to go to right over here that has the compass inside, but also has one of the gold scatulas. Now, I'm not going to collect all of the gold scatulas. I will only be collecting about 50 of them, since that's the number that I need. So we're going to go ahead and jump across here. So there's a withered Deku Baba right here, which we can take out. And then we can open up this chest to get the compass. Alright, so we found the compass. Yay! Now we can see our way around the temple. Alright, there we go. So now that that's done, we can actually go ahead and go back up. Because there's actually a gold scatula over here that we need to grab. So once that's done, we can now head across here. Shit. Try it again. Alright, we made it across. And then we'll slice up this spatula on the back wall to get token number 1. Alright, so then we can go ahead and open up this chest. I believe this is just a recovery heart. Yep, recovery heart. So we got this big scatula, who's gonna keep coming down, and then he turns his back to us, which is foolish. So then we can just slice it up and kill it. And then we just need to take out a Deku stick and then light the torch in order to unlock the doorway. And once that's done, we can go ahead and put away the torch so that way we don't burn it up and waste it. And then go back through the door. Now we can finally head through that little spider web that's in the center of the room on the first floor. And if you jump attack the big scatulas, they will die with 1 hit. Alright, there we go. So now we're down here. Oops, sorry guys. Alright, here we go. Alright, so then we have this scatula right here along this wall, which we need to shoot with our slingshot. And then we can jump across and collect the next token. There we go. And then of course we have one more right up here. This is our 3rd token. So then we can jump up on the wall and collect token number 3. And once again, in that little chest that's next to the lantern there, that is just a recovery heart. You don't have to grab it if you don't need it. I will not be grabbing it, because I did not need it. Then we need to take a torch and... oh! Okay, yeah, that... I was kind of curious as to how it actually stayed lit, but no. Yeah, if you jump in the water with a torch in your hand, it's gonna go out, so you gotta be careful. You gotta walk on the little platform that's given to you. Here we go. And then we can burn the spider web right here. Put it away. And go through the next door. Once again, we have another Deku scrub. Oh, I got too close. Gotta stay right along the outside. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never be my brothers up ahead unless you punch them in a proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yes, you are a traitor. You very much are a traitor to your people. Alright, so then we have to shoot this eye switch to unlock the doorway. So once that's done, we can just head on through. In this next room, we have a... after you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. So now, we need to jump into the water here and press the switch underneath in order to lower the water level to get across this little area here without touching the spikes. So now I just need to wait. So now we're good to go. And then we can just jump across. And we have another big scatula here. Everyone turns back, and then the jump attack, and then one shot him. Basically. Stand next to this block and grab a hold of it with A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. So, I'm not reading everything that Navi's saying because it's kind of annoying. As we all know, Navi is annoying. Alright, there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and go forward. In this next room, there is a withered Deku Baba in the corner. So we can get another stick. And then we have this one here, which will give us some Deku seeds. It varies depending on how you attack them. Alright. Sorry guys. I'm not used to doing X and Y yet because I'm playing on an Xbox 360 controller, so X and Y are backwards for me. So that's going to happen a lot. Alrighty, so now we're in this new room with a big spatula right in front of us. Basically, as soon as he drops, you can just jump attack him because he will have his back turned and will not be able to actually hit you. Now in this room, stay to the right or stay along the walls. Do not go into the center of the room because if you actually look upwards, well, actually, hang on, let me do this like this. There are actually Goma larvae on the roof or on the ceiling that will basically will come after you if you go in the middle and basically disturb them. So we got this web right here, which we will burn, which has a ghost spatula behind that bombable wall. But we won't be getting it just yet because we don't have bombs, but we'll come back here later and get it. Alrighty, so now we can go ahead and head on around the area here and burn up the next spider web. So now that's done, we're just going to go ahead and chop up these bushes real quick, just before we go. Alright, now we can continue forward. So now we're back in the original lower room, but on the upper level. And now we need to push this block down here in order for us to get back up here, because we have to light a torch and burn the spiderweb to get down even further. We can't do it with the one on to the left there because it's too high up. I remember when I was a kid, I tried actually lighting that torch, but it doesn't actually work. You have to be very lucky to get it to do what you want it to do. And you can choose to take out those Deco Babas. I'm not going to. So once we burn the spiderweb up, you can basically do a little move there that I did, where if you stand a little further up, closer to a wall that as you're going down, you can jump attack and then actually hit the wall with your sword and get sent all the way back, and you can actually end up on the ground here. You'll take damage, but it'll be it'll make it a little easier to, it'll make it more faster. So we have to do 2, 3, and 1. 23 is number 1. So then we got those two. So then this last one. And then he comes out. How did you know our secret? How irritating. So annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. I don't know if he was apologizing to me or to the Queen. I like to think he's like screaming out to the Queen, sorry about that, Queenie, but you're gonna die because the hero's here and he's gonna kick your butt. So then we go ahead and walk forward into the next room, into the boss area. And then we get a cinematic, and then the door closes behind us. And then we hear scratching and stuff above us. And Queen Goma is right there, which she is basically this parasitic armored arachnid Goma. So basically she's a form of a spider. So if you shoot her in the eye with your fairy slingshot, you can actually stun her, and then if you do a bunch of jump attacks, you can actually hit her. I can't exactly do spin attacks because I'm out using WSD. So once we do the next 2 jump attacks, Queen Goma will be defeated. So as long as you do jump attacks and spin attacks, because basically a regular sword slash does 1 damage, and then 2 spin attack and jump attack cause 2 damage. So then we run forward and collect our first heart container. Now we have 4 hearts. Yay! And then we go walk into the blue light to exit the temple. So now we are outside of the temple and back with the Decker tree. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou would be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell thee. Would thou listen? Yes. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. So then this will tell us the story of the gods. So that is the story of how the world came to be. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There you will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with thee, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse upon me. So then he will give us Kokiri's Emerald, which is the forest stone. So we got our first spiritual stone. Kokiri's Emerald is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Thou should never lose thy way. Seek the vision of the path from the Seeker Stone that stands beside thy home. Now may the fairy help Link to carry out my will. I entreat thee, Navi, goodbye. So then the great Deku Tree passes away. It's very sad. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. So then we run off and continue on with our journey. So then we walk forward and then Mida will be standing there. Hey Link, what did you do? The great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you let a thing like that happen? It's all your fault. So we don't even get a chance to explain ourselves before Mido is immediately blaming us for everything that's happened. But we can take it because we're the silent hero and we don't give a crap what he says. So Alrighty guys, well that is actually going to wrap it up for this episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. In the next video we will head for Hyrule and actually go see the Princess of Destiny. So, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.